$10 in exchange for a 10% equity. But now, have you ever had any injury that disturbed you in your daily routine? Well, I have this solution for you. The quick grip. It's a cream for injuries and pain. It is applied with soft massages for 3 minutes to reduce the swelling and for 12 minutes for 3 days to heal completely. You won't need any rest during the application time, and you can continue doing your activities. This cream was done specifically for athletes that of sport discipline because they get injured a lot during their sport. This was done because the cream helps them heal quickly, and you don't have to miss many training seasons or time in your life. Now, what is it made of? Well, the cream is made from turmeric, arnica, cloud cacao, table cloud, vaseline, aloe vera, some minerals, and now go with the toppings and cost. The whipped cream, it has a cost of $15. The manufacturer takes 2 days and $4. I started selling the cream last year, from January to September. But I improved the quality and the presentation, and the cream became famous, and it wasn't used only by athletes, also but by normal people with any pain too. Many companies contact me to work with them, and I accept companies like Merck and Roche. Actually, I have many sponsors, and my profit increased to $30,000 per month. And surely you are wondering what will I do with your money? Well, the objective is to expand and be able to open my own company. I want something bigger and successful. I want to get out of my expectations and be able to give my family a better life, fulfill my dream of traveling around the world and more. Now, the story. How did I come up with that idea? In 2021, I started to have many injuries, and I couldn't go to a Pan American competition in Colombia and Argentina. That affected me a lot psychologically, and I had to go to a physical therapy to help it. After months later, my friends began to get injured too, and we were looking ways to something like help quickly because competitions were coming up and nothing worked. So one day we went to my house, and with my grandmother, we began to experiment a lot until we reached a record. And now, look where I am with many dollars on top, and one of you can also have it. Just think about it. And that's it.
Okay. I have a question. What kind of injuries does it cure? I'm guessing like any, and since it's mainly for athletes, they usually get like, you know, they twist their ankle. Can it cure that?
Yes, any pain. And normal people also can cure the pain.
Okay.
I mean, I guess it's about minor injuries. Of course, if you twist your ankle, then
And you will heal
in 3 days. In all cases, no exceptions. Okay.
It's a magical cream. That's interesting. So you have experimented with the ingredients for this cream. Which sport were you going to do in the Pan American competition? All right. Good achievement.
I know about English.
So you were talking that the money was going to be used to create the company. So are you working from home at the moment?
Yes, in my house basement with my family.
I've got a doubt. Because you want the money to open a company, a bigger place. But I've dealt with the sponsors because you said that you've got many sponsors. How many on average?
Around, USA, like 100.
Okay. And are they as big as this that the ones that you mentioned?
So you don't need us.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can give you advice. Well, I had an idea, but the thing that there's something that doesn't fit. I think you've got too many sponsors. And if you're working from the basement, I really like the idea that you first started with promotion instead of spending money in offices, which is a mistake many people make. I just think there are many sponsors. How much do you pay them?
2%.
To each. Each sponsor gets 2%, or you just give them some monthly fee.
So I pay them like 2%. Each.
Sorry again, how much money were you asking for? 16?
65.
65.
For exchange for
30%.
10%.
10%.
Okay, my concern is that I would really like to work with you because health is an issue close to my heart. And I really like that it goes into the channel of athletes. So we could get many, not necessarily sponsorship, but we could get some, I don't know. Well, it would be a sponsorship, but we wouldn't really need to give them some percentage of the company. You know what I mean? I just think that there are many sponsors, and I would really like to work with you, but we would need to do lots of law work. So that, I mean, not necessarily going to a lawyer and doing stuff, but getting rid of some sponsors, because I don't think you need that many.
Yes. For now, to open my company, I have many sponsors to promote the quicker. But after that, if the company will be a great company and a big company, I think I won't I won't need many. But for now, yes.
Hold on. I need to let you know that I'm interested. I'm going to let that escape, but I'm interested.
So you're already making good money, and you said you were working from home. So I guess the work is being online, right? Okay. So $65,000. I think you're asking for this amount of money to like build a company, right? So for offices. Well, I think you don't need the offices. I mean, you're already making money from home. You're getting money in. And having an office is not going to make more money.
But I need people that work in the product.
All I can say is that, yeah, there are too many people involved, and that's what worries me. Therefore, I'm going to be out. But I wish you good luck. Hopefully you get a deal with any of them too.
Okay. So, Mr. Ordonez and I can see he's eager to invest. But I strongly agree with him. You know, you're making money. You said that you're making 30,000 per month. I mean, if you're asking for 60,000, you could do that in 2 months. The profit that you have. This is why, once again, coming up with offices, I'm going to tell you from experience, it is somehow a waste of time, because look at the amount of profit that you're making, $30,000. That's already a lot. Now imagine having to pay half of that money to governments because of taxes. Would you still be happy with the business? Because that's something you need to think of. If you're coming up with a big company, the government is going to attack you. Believe it or not, they're going to go after you.
I know that, but I want to do my own company and go out of my expectations.
Yeah. How can you not get bigger if you don't take risks? You need to take a risk.
Okay. Well, that's my advice. Having a company will be a waste of money and a waste of time. So instead of giving you $65,000, I might give you like $10,000, but the money is going to be spent for, if you want to make like, more money, for running ads to get more people to see your products. Yeah, for running ads on social media. I mean, that's not too expensive to run.
But you can already make 30,000 a month. You can spend it already.
Here's my offer, and if Mr. Ordonez is interested, he can go on board with us, because I know he's quite good with marketing and running ads and stuff. Okay, so I'm going to stick to my ideology. You know, you don't need big offices. Nowadays, if there's something that the pandemic taught us, is that the online market is the biggest market. You know, you could, if you're selling from Venezuela, people from China might know, and they are all the other way around the globe. What we can do, though, is to set some warehouses, something that does not require, you know, somehow a big investment. We don't want to spend much money there. Some warehouses that we already own in those areas. We've got, well, in my case, in my team, I've got 3 warehouses. They're small, so I don't need to pay much for that.
And we can gain more.
Correct. Something else I thought of is having, depending on the area, maybe Europe, wherever area it is, having some massage done through delivery.
You know, many people, especially busy people, they don't want to do it themselves. So having someone going to their home is going to be a huge advantage. That's going to make you stand out from the rest. I really like that you're using natural products, so you're not really spending much money on that. The story that you have is good. Mr. Organis is good in building websites, you know, boosting stories, and the story that you have, your grandmother taking care of you, that's really, it resonates with the audience, you know. We can all relate to that. A grandmother taking care of us with natural ingredients. So that's what I would like to do. I'm going to, if we do it together, we could give you $100,000. Why am I going to give you that much? Because once again, you're making $30,000 per month. And if you're asking for 65,000, you can do that in 2 months. Okay? And all I know about business is speed. If you work with me or with us, it's going to happen now. Businesses they don't happen in a blink of an eye. But if we don't work for that, they just don't happen. That's why when a person asks you, oh, how's your company? How's your idea? In a week, they have nothing. It's because they're not really diligent. And we are diligent. We take action. We do business. So speed is Vasquez. That's what I'm going to offer you. So once again, some warehouses so that we can store the products, and it is easier for us to deliver them depending on the area.
And about the plants, in my house I have a garden with all these plants. I buy the Bacolia and winter.
The thing is, so again, I'm going to give you $100,000, where I'm going to need 20% of the company.
So 10 on 10.
It could be 10 and 10 if you decide to work with me. Okay. That's what we're going to do. No offices.
Okay.
Yes.
Until at least we go huge. Until people knows like a company like, Johnson or Ferrari. Because they're going to believe it. So have we got a deal? 10 and 10?
So I get you more sales, and since you're getting more sales, you need like more products, warehouses. She's giving you that.
Correct.